This video will demonstrate how to find training in the Citrus College Vision Resource Center. There are 4 different ways that you can find training. One of them is the training calendar. When you select the training calendar, you can see events that are scheduled for individual campuses like Citrus, but also global system-wide events that you're available to see on the calendar. And you can register to attend those live events. So these are synchronous events that are calendared for a very specific time in a specific place. So you can see future events that are happening, and you can also see when past events have happened, and hopefully to find some more follow-up information on previous events. But what you will see here is anything that's on the calendar that has CCC as a prefix before the title of the event is a Chancellor's Office system event. You will also see events on the calendar that begin with Citrus and then the title of the event or possibly the series. So if you want to skim this particular calendar for events, you can do it that way. You'll also possibly find events that are from other colleges or other community college districts. And those are also events that they have created to be open for other community college employees to attend. So you may see those as well, or other related things to the Chancellor's Office. So that's one way to view the calendar. You can also limit your view of this calendar by searching for title of all the things that have Citrus in the title. So right now we're seeing everything, but if you only wanted to see Citrus events, that's one way to limit your view of this particular calendar. You could also add additional words besides Citrus if you know that you wanted to find something that was part of the speaker series or accessibility series. You can type in the additional words and search for only events that are from that particular series. So I'm looking for Citrus and the word accessibility. So now I'm only seeing items in the series for those events. So that's one way to find in the training calendar. I'm going to click the logo at the top left to get back to our main homepage. A second way to search for training is this browse for training item. This allows you to access trainings that are live and events that are on the calendar, but also recorded trainings or curriculum, series of content that has been prepared. Right now, there's over 5,000 different training events or recordings or learning objects that are in this collection. And you can view them by sorting through them in a bunch of different ways on the left-hand side here. So you can search by training that links with your subjects. If you have set up subjects that you are particularly interested in, featured items, suggested items, popular, or the newest training. And you can also browse by individual subjects, as every training has at least one subject that is connected to it. So if you wanted to select a training from here, you could go right into it, and then you will see that you're able to launch that. You can also save something for later, or you can add it to a playlist if you wanted to collect a playlist of a series of retrainings that you'd like to watch later or share with someone else. Going back to the main homepage here, Learner Home is the next icon that we have to choose from. This is another place to browse for training. When you log into your account, you can customize your account to suggest specific subjects and trainings, and anything that you've completed or that you are interested in will appear here in this Learner Home. So you can add subjects here of things that you might be interested in. You can either search for the word for subject. If I wanted to look for accessibility, accessibility comes up here. Or if I wanted to browse, there are different subjects that I can check to include in some of the resources that I want to be suggested to me. So I'm going to, select a couple things here and then select save at the bottom. So now I have a few subjects that I'm particularly interested in, and now it will make some suggestions to me based on that information. You will also see on the Learner Home your playlist. You can create new playlists. You can also view information about what you've completed in terms of your transcript and any trainings that have been assigned to you, and the due dates for those if due dates apply. But at the top here, you can also search for training in this search box here. So if I wanted to look for any keyword, this will give me some auto suggestions in terms of the keywords, or you can just add your own terms. So these are some different options that are coming up under the diversity keyword. So any of these might be events, these might be videos or recordings, or they might be a series of trainings to review. So you can limit it by what type they are by opening the arrows on the left-hand side. You can look at the subjects that are represented in your results, as well as any ratings that might be attached to them. And just like the past, you can go into them and add them to a playlist, save for later, or launch that right now. Going back to our main homepage here, the fourth option that I wanted to share with you is the search box at the very top right of the learner of the welcome page here. So if you wanted to search for a keyword, you could, like we did with Learner Home, you could do that. You could also browse for training by anything that has citrus beginning part of that. So if you started typing citrus, you would start to see things that have that citrus prefix here. Some of those are events on a calendar. Some of those are a playlist, or it could be a recording or a video. Again, if you wanted to add more terms to your search here to make it more specific, I started typing the word accessibility. I now see citrus and anything that has accessibility in the title. So the video content has a different icon. So those are recorded events. You may have a link to the original event when something occurred or something that's happening in the future. If you did just want to search for a general topic, so if you wanted to look for any specific topic, you could also just do a general keyword search and get results this way. You can also limit it by the different kinds of things on the left-hand side here, what type of training it is, if they're videos or playlist or event, etc. And you can limit it by who is connected to it if you wanted to. But this is another way to search. So I hope this is helpful in order to search for training. There are a lot of really amazing trainings available in the Vision Resource Center for all Citrus College employees, and some specific content that is localized to Citrus College. So thank you very much for listening, and hopefully this is helpful.